Hi.
Hi,
Yay!
Hi.
Welcome to another fun week.
I, I don't know. I don't know about you, but I've had a how do you put it? A craptastic day.
everybody.
The
Okay.
Monday
It
is
was a it was
ever.
like the Mundiest Tuesday ever. It was
Monday
just
is Tuesday.
Oh,
it was a terrible day. So I'm glad we're here, and anything that goes wrong, we could blame it on Pam, because Pam messed up this week. Pam messed up this week last week because last week was supposed to be her week. This is supposed to be my week, and that's probably what it is.
Oh,
I'm like all off because of Pam.
just
So
because
not
take
your
it.
this
fault,
is
Pam.
Adrian's
Not your fault,
second
Pam.
Monday this week.
Uh,
Don't blame us.
that's all
Actually,
right.
I'm saving
So,
you because you were doing it last week, so you don't have to do it
Yeah,
this
you're
week.
prepared.
that's right.
That's
You're
right.
prepared this week.
I am prepared this week. Yes,
Right on. What do we got?
absolutely. So, for events that are coming up in Kansas, Friday through Sunday, March 21st through 23rd, is Planet KarmaKon, and it is in KCMO. It's just across the state line in Missouri. But the main reasons I wanted to bring it up is because the 10th Doctor, David Tennant, is going to be there.
Oh,
Yes,
wow.
No!
yes.
Oh my
Oh,
God, I want to go now.
wait. Oh, just wait. So is Catherine Tate, Dr. Donna, and River Song.
Oh my
Oh,
God, no way.
Yes.
Is that from the
Spoilers.
show
oh
ER?
man.
Spoilers. No, Doctor Who.
Oh,
Who?
that's not
Oh,
this weekend. That's next week.
Yes.
So a week from
Oh.
now. Ooh, okay.
Yeah, it's coming up quick though. And
she
the
said,
ticket
"Ooh,
prices, I don't have them listed in here, but they were not outrageous. I do know that. I was shocked. Yeah,
Really?
they were not bad at all. Um,
Oh my God, to meet David Tennant. That would be
right?
Okay.
I would be speechless. I mean, I'd be.
And it is in the area that it's in. It's 8 football fields long. It's
Oh wow.
Holy
more
cow.
than 200 celebrities. There's creators. There's cosplayers. It's a epic, huge event. So, and it's
have you been to a Comic Con yet?"
have I? I have
Yeah,
not. I have not.
they're
I am not.
they're they're a thing to behold. They truly
I
are.
want to go
Um,
so bad.
I
Yeah, they
do
have over 200
too.
vendors, so it's going to be
Oh
a
my gosh.
do.
That would
Um,
be so
Hey,
fun.
and at the same
Yeah.
time, Friday through Sunday, March 23rd through or 21st through 23rd, is the Kansas City Metaphysical Fair, which is in Lawrence, Kansas, at the Douglas County Fairgrounds. So that'll be pretty cool too. You're going to have psychics and crystals and intuitive artists and jewelry and tarot and Reiki and all kinds of fun stuff. And
Awesome.
it's only $22 for a 3-day pass, and it's
that's
Wow.
not
$9
bad.
to get in. That's not bad.
That's
No,
not
that's
bad at
great.
all.
It's not. And then Apex Paranormal, we talked about this last time, but they are continuing to hold public ghost hunts at the Kansas State Pen in Leavenworth. So,
Oh,
or Lansing.
nice.
And there's one coming up March 29th, and it's $109 per person. They still had, last I checked, a few openings left. But they will do it again in April 25th, May 30th, June 13th, and June 14th. So there's plenty of opportunities if that one's sold out.
Nice.
And that's a prison like we did in Missouri, right?
Correct.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
And there's 5 huge locations within the prison. You can go through the cafeteria, the auditorium. There's cell house A, C, and D. And it does remain an active prison. So there are newer buildings in the back that are still in use. So,
You can't investigate those.
no, we can't investigate those.
No,
And
they have
I
snipers.
think not.
They
there
have
is
snipers.
there is an execution chamber that's
They,
lethal injection that is still on site, that is active. It's current.
wow.
Yeah.
Oh, dang.
So, and it runs from 7 p.m. to 1 a.m. They do a little brief ghost hunting 101, and then you're led by paranormal investigators. And it is an 18 plus event. Lots
Oh,
of
I can't go.
walking. Huh?
I said
Oh,
I
he said,
can't
"Oh, I
go.
can't go."
Right. Saturday, April 19th in Caney, our paranormal club meets at the library at 2, and we will be teaching equipment basics. Saturday, March 22nd, McIntyre Villa, there's an investigation with the mysterious Mike and Sam. It's 119 to do the overnights. which is 8 p.m. to 2 a.m., or you can do just the class in 2 hours free roam time, and it's like $79. And
Mysterious.
4 to 6 p.m. Yeah, 4 to 6 p.m. They're doing a tween teen ghost hunt that same day, so it's a more of a PG, and they show you how to use the equipment and things like that. So that's kind of cool. April 26th, 8 to 2 is Flame and Fantasy Ball and Book Market. It's in, oh, that's another one in KCMO. So I'm going to go to that. That's 8 to 2.
What-
Look at all of it, honestly.
I would love to go see David Tennant
I know, right?
and Raven
then-
Song.
This one's a ways off, but I want to mention it anyway because Bordertown, which is my group, is actually going to be there. It's Kansas City KarmaKon. It's Saturday, August 2nd at the Leavenworth Masonic Lodge in Leavenworth, Kansas. And this one, as well, is sponsored by Apex Paranormal. So we'll be there vending and promoting the Paracon and the podcast, and I'll be sure to promote A.M.O.K as well. And then
I would
Saturday,
love to
Sunday,
go to that one. but-
yeah, that'd be a fun one to go to.
I will be somewhere else.
Saturday, September 27th is the 7th annual Bordertown Paracon in Katy, Kansas.
Yay!
Yep, speakers right now. We got tons of vendors that are being lined up. And again, it is, as always, free to the public for ages 12 and up. And everyone from A.M.O.K will be there again. And I think
Yeah.
you're doing a presentation this year, right? Is that correct?
Ooh, am I? I don't know. I've been told what I'm doing.
Oh, you haven't? Oh, well, maybe you just haven't got the packet yet. So heads up.
Yeah, heads up.
You're going to be doing the speaking.
I've been demoted.
We
That's
will
all right.
we will be extending an invitation to you to speak. So
Right.
yay.
Yeah, I just got to figure out what I'm talking on. I got all kinds of things I could talk on.
Sweet.
And am I
I'm
still going to be
Wait.
telling people where to go?
Go to where?
Not 100% sure, Ken. I think
I will wait.
so, but
We'll
yeah,
find out.
you'll be finding out. Yeah, we're still ironing
Figure
out.
it
That's kind of what we're doing now. We're telling people where to go, right? We're telling
Right.
people to go. You
Exactly.
can go here, you can go there. We got something
Mhm.
coming up. When is Cil-Con?
I don't know. Let's bring the
Cil-Con
lady
is-
on so she can
That's
talk
right.
about it.
Well, I know we talked about going. It's in
It's in September.
That's in September.
September.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think, and I know that I've been wanting to go for years,
I think it's the week.
and always something happens that messes it up. So let's see if we can do it this year. Let's talk to what's her name, Becky
Becky. Oh,
Becky
Castillo,
Castillo.
or is it
Castillo.
Castillo?
Castillo.
Castillo or Castello? I don't know. Let's see. Let's ask
I
her.
know
She
who
said
you
she's-
are, Becky.
She's like
And
a,
we are going to
She's
chat.
shaking
she
whenever
says she's a
shows
grand
up.
she's a grand poobah of the thing, right? So let's
Yes,
bring her on.
The
And she,
red-headed,
oh, there's
the red-headed head honcho, big cheese, coordinating person for Cil-Con and KarmaKon. How's that? Becky?
yeah.
That's good.
Wow.
That's
Awesome.
good.
Okay, I took all
That makes
everybody's
you
notes.
Right?
That
You
makes you
forgot the
sound
hot redhead part,
important.
but
Hot.
you know it's
Very
not really true, so it's okay.
I believe
So-
you
so-
guys.
So Becky, who are you?
I'm good.
No, who are you?
Oh, who am I? Sorry. I don't know why it keeps fading in and out. Now you're doing it. First it was just
Oh,
Ken. Now you're doing it
no.
too. So
Talk right
I
into
am
my
Becky
mic. How about
Castillo,
that?
or however you want to say it. I don't care. I am a psychic medium, a Reiki master, an ordained metaphysical minister, and an oh my god, and I can't talk. And an event planner from Illinois. As you know, he said I do organize KarmaKon and Cil-Con, which is way more popular than KarmaKon. So I'm the president and founder of Cil-Con, which is now officially a nonprofit organization.
Nice.
Oh, right on.
Officially this year. So I was told by my finance person to be sure to say if there's anybody rich out there that wants to make a tax deductible donation, we can hook you up.
Excellent.
I got a quarter. So,
Every little bit
so
Very good. Congratulations on that.
congrats. Yeah, that's really good.
Takes
What
a while to get
so
through that.
you say
It
you're one
was
of
a
you're
lot of work. Yeah.
Mhm.
yeah. So you say you're a psychic medium.
I am.
Have you been that way all your life, or are you one of these
I
people who learned
have.
it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. As long as I can remember. First time I really remember anything, I was about 4 or 5. My grandpa actually came to me in the middle of the night, told me that he had his heart was broken and that he wasn't going to be here anymore, but he would always, come visit me. It basically went through this big spiel. He tucked me in. I went back to bed. Didn't think too much about it. Got up the next morning and my parents were like, "We need to tell you something." And I'm like, they're like, "About grandpa." And I'm like, "Oh, I know. He went to heaven. His heart was broken. This happened and this happened, but don't worry, he's gonna come tuck me in every night." And they just kind of sat and stared,
Okay.
and then it's like, okay,
Oh, yeah.
and walked off. So,
Oh,
but yeah, he had passed away about 2 o'clock in the morning
Oh,
at the hospital
Oh.
and came to
that
visit you.
night.
Does he
So
still visit you?
that's the first one that really sticks in my head.
Yeah. Does he still
But
visit you?
do he
Does he
does
Does he
still
still
sometimes?
visit?
visit you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
sometimes, yeah.
that is awesome.
Aw.
So
That is awesome.
did your parents encourage you after that?
Um, they didn't really encourage me, but they didn't discourage me.
Okay.
They kind of
That's
just, I think it freaked them out. So they kind of
Yeah.
just, let me do my thing. If
okay.
I said somebody was there, they just kind of like, okay. They never did the whole, it's an imaginary friend, or no, that's not
Yeah.
real.
That's
They never did that, which is good. Because that's
Yeah.
really what kills that
Right.
spirit in kids.
Yep.
So they really just kind of let me do my own thing. And I would kind of pay attention to it, not pay attention to it, until I got about teenage years. And then I had an experience happen when I was about 17. And then from that moment, I was like, I can't ignore this. I got to pay attention to it. So,
So
Oh wow.
you fully embraced it at that point
yeah.
and
Yeah.
started.
I did my about 11, I had a really bad experience with the church. Again, it's one of those things, my family didn't really do it. I always say religion, that, church was, there's a picture of Jesus on grandma's wall. I mean, that was all I really knew. I knew who that was, but I didn't have a clue. But I went to Sunday school with a friend of mine when I was about 11 because, it's fun. They have pizza, you play games, why else did you go to Sunday school? And they started talking about the Holy Ghost and the spirits. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's what I see. Um,
Oops.
Made the big
That
mistake of
wasn't
telling
accepted too
them
well, huh?
about that. Needless to say, it was a pretty strict Pentecostal church,
Mm.
who then, in fact, drug me up through the adults into the church, to the stage area, and they wanted to baptize me, or in my 11-year-old brain, drown me in this tub of water. I mean, I knew for sure they were just there to kill me, because I had the devil in me.
Oh
No.
So
no.
They
I
were
ran
That
fun.
from,
depends.
yeah, I ran from there and never looked back.
That's
Oh
so
my
funny because
god.
Sounds
say a
smart.
Pentecostal church. That depends on the Pentecostal church you go to because some of them would be like, "Oh, she's got the gift of the spirits,"
Right.
Yep.
and so it all depends. So they're a little different. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
almost like an exorcism basically they were trying to do.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh
Yeah. That
my
was pretty
You
much
gosh.
you
what
don't
it
do that by
was.
water, but anyhow.
But, you
Well,
know, yeah, at 11, I'm just like, I don't know what the hell, sorry,
No,
what the
you're
heck is
fine.
going
you're
on.
good.
Pagan.
So I just, and honestly, I did not step foot into another church until Scarefest about probably 8, 9 years ago, when I met Bishop Long.
Oh,
Ah.
okay.
We talked quite a bit, and
Yeah.
we got to know each other really well. And him and then a local church helped me with a paranormal case. And they called one time and asked to be a part of Cil-Con. And I was like,
Okay.
why do you want to come protest?
Yeah.
And they're like,
That was
no, we
good.
have readers and we have healers. And I'm like, wait, but you're a Christian. That doesn't make sense. So it started opening my
We're
eyes that,
we're a mixed bag.
yeah, that it's not all bad. And so now I'm good, but so
Awesome.
I'm glad you met Bishop Long because he is an
Yeah.
amazing guy.
He
he
is.
really is. He really
Yep.
is.
And
Yes.
matter of fact, the first time I ever met him was through your Cil-Con, probably what, 5 years ago or
Uh
so.
huh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. He's been here a few times. Um, I'm hoping I can get him back this year.
Okay.
I'm really hoping. We're still working on guests and figuring things out. You know, being our first year back after making the nonprofit and getting things. We've had a little bit of shakeup over the last couple of years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're trying to get our feet underneath us again. But
Good.
Awesome.
so
It's good to hear that you're coming back because I did go. My first and only time I went was year before last, and I loved it. And of course,
okay,
I love seeing all the people that I knew too. It was pretty
right.
awesome.
So did you come to Effingham?
I did.
Okay, okay,
Yep.
Cool.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that was.
Yeah.
I
She
mean,
and I were both there.
okay, okay, yeah, that's right. So it turned out better than I expected. I was worried. Like I really was panicking on Friday night, thinking nobody was going to show up. So it did turn out better than I expected. It wasn't what we were used to in Mattoon,
Mhm.
where we had been forever. But
Yeah. You had mentioned
um,
that when we were there too. Like this is
yeah,
nothing like it usually is.
yeah. But the love and support that we got after everything that happened in Mattoon, I was so grateful that anybody came to Effingham. But um,
That was a good crowd.
Yeah.
it really was. It was, and I was really pleased with it. We're getting it a little closer back to Mattoon this year, because Mattoon was kind of our home. We had a lot of contacts here. We had a lot of real good relationship with the tourism board, stuff like that. So we're trying to get it back towards Mattoon. So we are actually going to be in Gaze, Illinois, which
Okay.
I plan on bringing more people to Cil-Con than there is in that town.
Nice.
Oh,
It's a
Nice.
very tiny town. Their claim to
goodness.
fame is the two-story outhouse, which is
Oh,
just a
Oh,
nice.
block down the road, so you'll have to go visit it.
Okay.
I'd rather
two-story
be on the upper
outhouse.
story. I'd rather
Exactly.
Two-story
be on the
outhouse.
upper
Yep.
story. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Still
Yep.
used?
Well, I hope not. I hope no one's using the bottom at the same time, at least.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Oh
it's
my.
a really small
Be like,
town,
what
but
was
it's only
that?
about 5 miles out of Mattoon.
Okay.
Oh,
So it's
only
a
five
real quick
miles.
drive, much closer than Effingham. The
Cool.
owner of the event center is absolutely wonderful. Super sweet lady. It used to be a school,
Okay.
and then a church bought it and used it for a while. And then she bought it and turned it into like an event center.
Oh
So
wow,
Good.
nice.
it's a really neat place. Like I said, and she's really good. She's a really good person. So it feels good. We're gonna try it. After everything that happened with the mall in Mattoon, they did tell us this year that they would consider it.
Oh, did
Um,
they?
they did, yeah.
Did you tell
Probably
them where they
because
could?
like
Oh,
all of
sorry.
the stores are out of there now.
Oh,
I
really?
think
Okay.
there's
Uh,
maybe one or two,
Mm.
but they've done a lot of expanding in Mattoon since Effingham. They've done a lot, especially since the last time that Cil-Con was in Mattoon. They've built a great big huge sports complex.
Oh, they were so rude to you. That was just something I could not
Yeah,
fathom with
yeah,
all the work you did there.
yeah, yeah.
For
And
a long time.
I told the board, I said if it's what's best for the event, I will go back. Do I have a lot of PTSD? Yes, when it comes to there. I've not been in there since the last time, well, the time I met with their lawyer was the
Oh
last
my
time I was in there.
gosh.
Wow.
That was when they were worried that I was going to join forces with the Church of Satan and sue them.
Oh yeah, I
Oh,
remember you talking about that.
Because,
Wow.
I'm a satanic cult leader. Notice I did not put that in my bio because that is not
Yeah.
true. But,
That's
yeah,
crazy.
so
Yeah. Oh my
We're
goodness.
excited though. We're excited. They're not gonna.
Good
They're
job.
definitely not gonna keep us down.
Good.
That's
So,
good.
Well,
so,
no.
so
So
the
I
new
mean, go
Go
ahead.
ahead, Adrian. No, go
I
ahead,
was just
Adrian.
going to say, what uh, what was your heart about bringing Cil-Con together?
Um. So I mean, we originally started Cil-Con 2010. Been a long time. When I
Yeah.
originally started it, I had just really started kind of pedaling around in the paranormal field. And I wanted to do something like a small get together for local paranormal teams and stuff. So it actually started as Central Illinois Paracon, which is where Cil-Con comes from. It just kind of, we condensed it and
Hmm.
shortened it. So the first two were actually like in one room venues at like the Moose Lodge and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Then after 2, 3 years, I decided that I wanted to add more stuff to it to kind of bring my family in as well. So we added the paranormal, or we had paranormal horror already. We added anime gaming,
Cool.
and then it just kind of blew up from there.
Wow.
It was literally just me and a few friends helping me out all this time. I was so grateful that there was, 3 or 4 core people that really helped me with planning stuff. But I always had a team of people that showed up that weekend to just step up and volunteer and help and, help me run around and, be crazy. Some mental breakdowns, that was okay. You know,
There.
we pull it off every time. So it was really when the move to Effingham happened, it really showed exactly how stretched thin we really were. Because in Mattoon, we had everything down pat, everything, they had all the tables, they had all the chairs. Their maintenance guys set everything up for us.
Wow.
It was very, Mattoon Tourism Board is absolutely wonderful. They would give us a grant. We had that buff and funding. So when that happened, it was okay. We have until, and I told everybody we have till December, the end of December to find another place to have it. If we don't, then I'm done. I met with Rural King's lawyers on December 21st, and December 21st, the manager of the mall in Effingham called me and said that they did want to have us.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
he called me about a half hour after I left with the lawyer. I had actually met with him back in October, so I had thought that
Oh.
was out of the question because I hadn't heard back from him. But he called about a half hour after the meeting with the lawyer, so I was like, okay, we're going to do this. It was a lot of logistical challenges, a lot of financial challenges.
Oh.
We 3 or 4 of us paid in a lot of money to make it happen,
Yeah.
which is why I said we can't do this again until we
Yeah.
restructure and get things worked out. It's not fair to anybody to have to pay a bunch of money into it. So,
Sure.
Yeah.
and that's where we are. So,
Well, good to hear.
Yeah.
Good to hear.
Congratulations.
yeah, it was a lot of work, and I couldn't have done it without the board. There's officially a board of directors now. David and Kathy Wismer, Emily, Emily and her husband Zach, Victory Born Cosplay is Emily. We have a lot of associate directors that help us out. Jamie Johnson's our treasurer, so we got a lot of good people, and I'm trying to delegate. It's really easy to
Trying.
delegate the money part.
Oh
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
yeah.
just like, we need a treasurer. Thank you. Take that. I don't want anything part of that. The rest of it, it's a little more difficult.
Yeah.
Yeah. I bet.
Well,
I wouldn't know how to even start it.
I know that Keith Age was talking about your event. He said that's a
Yes.
great event, and he said I really should make it. And I said I've been trying, but
Yeah.
it happens.
Keith has been with
So,
us forever.
hmm.
Maybe I think he was at the first actual Cil-Con. I don't think he made it to. the first couple of small ones. But I think maybe Christopher and Philip St. Booth made it to one of the small ones and then
They were
came
there
on
when we
board.
were.
So Keith is coming back. Unfortunately, and it breaks my heart, Santiago's not coming back this year.
Yeah.
No,
He's got
because
an
his
event in
event is the
Arkansas the
same
same
weekend.
weekend.
And that got me on a thing because he's leaning more towards the horror and stuff like that and no
Yeah.
Yeah.
paranormal stuff. And I'm like, I want to support the Arkansas stuff because I'm here in Arkansas, but
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
more about the paranormal than horror.
It broke
So
my heart.
Yeah.
He was the first person I reached out to. I'm like, hey, this is a date. You're coming, right? And he's like, uh-oh. And
uh-oh.
I'm like, no. But yeah,
Yeah.
We told him also.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, same weekend.
I know, I
Yeah.
know. I told him next year we'll have to plan it.
Yeah,
We'll
Yeah.
just
plan it
have to
out
get
better. Yeah.
together and say, hey, what day are you doing it? Because it doesn't seem right without him being there. He's been there for 10 years.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it just doesn't feel right without him. But so that's some of them coming back. I am not sure about St. Boost yet. We do have a couple new people that we've not had before. People were telling me they wanted more cryptids, Bigfoot kind of stuff. So we do have Barnaby Jones coming, and
Okay.
he's bringing the Haydn exhibit with him. So
Okay.
like they're traveling. I don't know. It's not a museum, but it's like an exhibit of different. They have different sound, audio bites, and stuff like that of evidence of Bigfoot.
Nice.
And then we're looking for maybe one other person who really does more of kind of that stuff. And then Justin Warren, he's an actor. He's not been
Oh,
with us
nice.
before, but he's coming. And then who knows who else we'll add. We got time. We got
Yeah,
time.
it's
So,
early. It's early.
No, that's cool. That's cool. So you know a lot of the people that we know. So
yep.
have we ever met? Have you ever been to the Mid South?
Possibly. Possibly, because
Because
I've been to Mid South.
okay, because I've been to all of them from 2007 on
Yeah.
until
Yep.
it had
I've been to
stopped.
many of them. I'm trying to think of when the last one was. Probably the same year that I went to Scarefest.
2018, wasn't it?
Maybe. I don't remember if that was the last. That probably was the last time I was there. Because we went to me and Leslie went to a bunch of events that year. We
Uh,
did a paranormal tour, and so we
a
went to just a
paranormal
bunch of
tour.
events.
How fun.
But we went to Scarefest that year as well, and
We're going
I can't remember
Scarefest
if it
this
was
year. Got the
Scarefest
tickets.
or
I can't
Mid
afford
South
Scarefest.
that her and I got caught by the Bama boys spanking the horse, and it was not a pretty sight.
Oh,
But it's
that was
become a
maybe a
running
little
joke.
uncomfortable.
So I want to say it was Mid South that we did that, and then Scarefest we went back and we all autographed a horse and gave it to him
Oh.
as a
That's
joke.
hilarious.
So
That's awesome.
And of course, you put it on the butt, right? So that was the
Oh, yeah.
horse's.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you. You know,
yeah.
the
Oh, we have a
significance there.
whole we have a whole collection of pictures now. Anytime Leslie or I go anywhere and there's any kind of big livestock of any kind, we've got to take a picture of us smacking its butt. It's been a running joke. We send it to him. I don't know if you remember the restaurant that used to be in Mattoon that had the big pig out front.
Kinda.
We have pictures of Leslie and Scotty Rorick kissing the pig's butt.
Oh my gosh.
That's funny.
We're just
That is
crazy.
hilarious.
We're all crazy. And that's what I love about it. It's a big family reunion of all your crazy aunts and uncles.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
So,
It is a fun
Yeah.
time. It is a fun time. I had a lot of fun meeting a lot of new faces and
Yeah.
older faces that I've already known, and it was awesome. I'm thankful that you had me there.
yeah, we're so glad you guys were there. And even if I am bad about remembering everybody,
It's all right. I was always the one that was yelling across the way.
Well,
Hiya! I was
I
screaming
have a
hiya.
bad habit of if somebody just tells me, if I know somebody, like if Ken was just going to say, I'm going to be at Cil-Con, save me a spot. I'll be like, okay. And then I'll totally forget.
Oh no.
So when Ken shows up, I remember that Ken told me he's going to be there. But the problem is
And
I never told anybody else
it was like,
that
oh
Ken.
hell, there's no table, right?
I'm like, no, I
But you know
promise, guys.
what? It worked out great because we were almost at the very end on the right, which
Mhm.
was
Yeah.
great because we were down on the exciting end. Let's put it that
Yeah,
way. There was all
we
sorts of
Yeah.
were.
crazy people down there. I mean, booths
Yeah.
were what, just
Well,
up the road. Tina Marie was close
mm-hmm.
by.
Yeah.
Keith
Haunted
wasn't that far.
Souls.
Haunted Souls was there.
Scott
Yeah.
Temperton.
Yeah,
Mhm.
so
Yeah.
that was great.
And you actually were on the air conditioned side, so you really
That's
got lucky.
true. That is true.
Apparently, half the air conditioners in the building didn't work. We
Oh.
That
weren't
is
told
true.
that. We didn't get that memo. Um, we got the memo about some of the electricity at the other end not working. So we planned around that. They didn't tell me that
Oh,
some of the electricity at the other end didn't work either. That was left
Oh my
out, but
goodness.
it was
you know,
great because we were on
That's
the
like the meanest thing anybody's ever said to me.
extension cord side. It was great.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, there you go. Wow.
It
It's gonna
was,
break into song here, but yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot of fun. Now, one thing, are there speakers in some area, or is it just all booths? Not booths,
at Cil-Con.
booths. Yeah, that's Cil-Con.
At Cil-Con, there is speakers.
Okay,
This year, I'm not for sure. Every year at Cil-Con is a nightmare when it comes to speakers.
okay,
If we put them in the hallway, we can't get people to stop and sit down. If we put them in a room separate, our people's complaining is too loud. If we put them in a room separate, nobody will go in. So it's been a nightmare the whole time. But we tried not to have them one year, and everybody complained.
Oh no.
okay.
So it's like, we did have some issues with the speakers last year. Um, really only one. Um, and I'll be nice, even though I was very, very upset about it, but I'll be nice. Um,
There was just one. You don't need to name anybody.
yeah,
And I'm
yeah.
sorry for
So
putting
there
you
is.
through that. No,
No, no, no,
I'm,
no.
I'm kidding.
Darn you, Ken.
Torture me is okay. I like it. No, we only had a few little hiccups, but like I said, for the most part, we try to have speakers, but I've seen Tim Miley sit there and talk to one person for an
Oh,
hour just because that's the only person we could drag into the room.
I did
You
that
know,
once. One time I spoke at Mid South, and there was two people in the room.
yeah, yeah. I
Yeah.
mean,
And
last year or in Effingham, it was in the middle of the aisle, and people would just walk right by and just totally ignore it, or they would just walk right in front of the speaker because there was not an actual stage. They would just like cut right in
uh,
front of them, like
gotcha.
they were not doing anything, standing there talking.
yeah,
Well,
So
Oh my.
I'm not sure exactly where we're gonna put
yeah,
them.
I would engage that person as they're walking past because that's kind of the way I run,
Yeah,
the way I work.
well, Becky, I
yeah,
will let you know that I threw my name in the hat. I can't be at the one next week or 22nd,
yeah,
but I did throw my name
yeah.
in the hat, and
Oh, definitely. Yeah,
just let me know. And I just got to get more information, and
yeah.
I won't be too evil.
Well, there is the way the venue's set up. Like I said, it was a school. So when
Okay,
you walk in the door, there's two big rooms on the side. One's like the kind of like the assembly hall where the stage
okay,
is, and it's a big room. Then there's a gymnasium,
okay.
and then there's a couple classrooms in the back. So I mean, it was a tiny school because there's 500, 600 people in the town.
Yeah.
But then down at the end of the hall, there is like a little cafeteria. We might put speakers in there. So it's like a straight shot in if you come in the door, but so we'll probably do it in there. But yeah, we'll try it again, but I can't promise anybody will come in the room.
Wow.
If nobody's in there, I'll beg some of my volunteers to go listen.
Yeah.
I know,
I've
funny.
given a talk to 0 and 1. That's my smallest groups ever.
Yeah,
I
Yeah,
said, well, go ahead and give it. Okay, nobody showed up. It's like I gave it anyway.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean, if no one's there, feel free. I mean, I don't expect. We're super casual, you know that. So if
Yeah.
only one or two people's there, just sit and BS. I don't care. The only time I'm going to get mad is if there's 7 or 8 people there waiting for you and you walk away because there's not enough.
Yeah.
Oh,
Rude.
yeah.
Then I'm going to get mad.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to get butthurt.
I took a note of that. No.
Not that I'm butthurt.
Not that your
That might
butt
have
hurt.
happened.
Not that it's
And I've
happened
been
before.
No, but I'm excited to be there, and I am going. I've already made arrangements to go, so I'll be there.
Nice.
Awesome. Yeah, we'll get you
And
on the
I'm
speaker list.
trying to remember the exact dates, though. 21, 22?
19th and
September
20th.
19th and 20th.
Oh, 19.
Yep.
Wow, I'd have been late.
Yeah. Just a
You
little
19 and
bit.
20.
do
Just
it.
a
Yeah, I
little
mean, they'd have been
bit.
sitting there for 3 days waiting for me.
Becky would have been like that, Ken.
Yeah.
That can.
Yep, 19
Oh,
and
I don't think she would
20.
have been
So,
that nice.
Probably
well, I
not.
mean, if you would have got there on the
No.
20th, we would still would have said, well, I guess if you didn't get there the 21st, you'd been on your own.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
You would just had to visit with the outhouse and be on your
Oh,
way.
yeah. Yeah, and talking the outhouse, right?
Yeah, you're late. You get the bottom
Yep.
floor.
Right.
There's all kinds of running jokes about that outhouse. So
I can
Oh my
imagine. I
gosh.
can imagine.
they have a Jeep runs every year.
Yeah.
Deep
Funny.
run?
Yeah, it's a Jeep runs. It's a
Are you
Jeep
Oh,
guys-
the
runs.
deep runs.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
Yeah, we have all kinds of
Yeah.
potty humor, so
That's funny.
That is awesome.
Yeah. That.
Awesome. Yeah.
So,
yeah.
what's it? We talked about Cil-Con. What's KarmaKon?
So KarmaKon is a little bit it's a smaller kind of half version of Cil-Con. It's metaphysical healing, which usually all of my KarmaKon vendors are at Cil-Con too.
Cool.
We have a lot of metaphysical at Cil-Con as well, but KarmaKon is more like readers, energy healing, stuff like that.
Yeah.
We allow anybody to come. So we do have an author, a couple artists that
Cool.
set up during KarmaKon. We have different, crochet, craft vendors. You know, we don't, that's one thing with us, we don't discriminate ever. So if somebody wants to come to the event, we're more than happy to have them. So, we bring everybody in regardless. So, we have a lot of cool workshops coming up with KarmaKon. It's March
nice.
22nd.
Oh yeah,
So,
that's coming up right now, ain't it?
yeah,
Yeah, 2
it's
weeks.
2 weeks from now. Yeah. It's just a 1-day event. It's from like 11 to 6. It's at the same venue as Cil-Con. So it's at Front Street Event Center in Gaze. There's a little over 30 vendors that I know of and have documented. Uh, I promised Emily I would
No
do better
speakers
this
there.
year.
It's just
So
no speakers there. It's just vendors, right?
just vendor. Well, there are speakers.
There are speakers. Okay.
Yep, there are speakers. There's workshops going on. There's a workshop on mediumship. There's a one that I'm really interested in, and I'm gonna totally butcher this name, but Brockeri, maybe. It's
I'm sure
Pennsylvania
that's
Dutch
perfect.
powwowing.
Oh,
Oh.
Yeah,
Say that again.
that's cool.
Pennsylvania Dutch powwowing.
Okay, what's that?
Brockeri, Brucherei.
Sakura.
Broccoli?
Brock, maybe.
Broccoli.
Block,
Not
broccoli.
broccoli.
Broccoli. I don't know.
Brock.
I
That's
don't
what
like
I'm going to
vegetables.
call it from now on. Broccoli.
Yeah.
But it sounds really interesting.
It's
there's-
green, so it's festive,
Yeah.
Never
There you
mind.
go.
Okay.
Then there's a Linderman gallery reading. I'm going to be doing a short one on using genealogy to connect with ancestors.
Ooh.
Cool.
Oh, that'll be
and
awesome.
then there is also another group that's the first time here. I met them about a month ago at another event, and it's absolutely awesome. My day job, I work HR for an organization that does things with adults with developmental disabilities. And my youngest is on the spectrum. So there is actually a group coming that's called Sharon's Web Autism Foundation, but it's a set of twins, Noah and Adriana. They are both nonverbal and on the spectrum, but they do energy healing and readings.
That's
And so
awesome.
they're going to do a presentation called An Experience with Non-Speaking Healers with Autism.
Oh
Wow, that is
So
wow.
interesting.
it really is. And I met them at, oh, at Eclectic Fern. It was a couple weeks, 3 weeks ago, I think, in Effingham. We did an event there and met them, and Noah and I hit it off really well, and it was a really good experience, and so I'm really looking forward to having him there. So
That is awesome.
Oh, that is
That's pretty
cool.
cool.
yeah, so we do have one more time period at 5 o'clock. So like our last speaker spot doesn't have anybody in it right now, but I'll either add somebody or we'll just cut it short at 4 for the speakers. But a lot of cool speakers and stuff coming up, so I'm excited for it. And it's best of all, and Cil-Con's the exact same way. It's 100% free. There's
Oh
no
nice.
admission charges.
That's a really
Workshops
good
are
price.
included.
I like that.
Yeah.
Speakers are included.
Oh
Um,
man,
that
free.
that's
Yeah,
always
'cause
been
a
my
lot of
goal.
us paranormal people are really cheap.
That's
Some are
Yeah.
always
poor.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's always been my goal. When I started Cil-Con, that was one of the reasons why I did it. Like I would take my kids to like a KarmaKon, but it was so expensive.
Yeah.
And our area, the schools are like 70% for your reduced lunch. And I wanted everybody to have that experience. So that's
Well,
why I
I
made
think
my
that
goal that it would be free
I
always.
think that's great.
Yeah.
And
That is
and
great.
I want the vendors, and if anybody's they're gonna spend money on anything, I want it to be the vendors.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we've
No, I think
always
that's fantastic because so
operated as a
many
nonprofit.
Yep.
yeah.
We would always finish with like $2 in the bank,
Yeah.
which was great until Effingham when I had a big old negative sign in front of 4 figures.
Oh goodness.
I don't
Um,
like that.
but yeah, so we just decided to make it official, a really nonprofit this time. So
And that's the thing. I noticed that we had somebody on for another fairly local event, but it was an inexpensive event. We have somebody else that was going to be on in a couple weeks, and they're an inexpensive event. A lot of these paranormal events, they're like, oh, I want to go to that one because it got all these big names on there, but they're like $200 to get into that
Yeah.
and
thing.
then you have to pay
And
50 or
For one
60 to
day.
I
get
have 200.
yeah,
I
you have
have
to
two
pay
hundred
50 or
dollars that
60
I
to
could
get an
spend, but I don't
autograph
want to.
and
I don't want to do that.
Mm.
Yeah.
yeah.
I'd rather spend $200 on something else, like electricity, because
But you're
some
spending
Right.
$200 or something on Scarefest.
yeah,
Right.
that's different.
Well,
I
That's
can't
and
afford
different.
it's
Scarefest. I can't do
yeah,
That
it.
I mean that's kind of the way
scare.
the Comic-Con was that I taken the kids to. It was like my youngest was a huge fan of Grant from Ghost Hunters.
Yep.
So I took him to Indiana Comic-Con. He got to meet him. But it was like, okay, you paid this much to get in the door. So then now you've got to buy $50 to have an autograph,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and it was just like, oh my gosh, this is ridiculous. Like
Yeah.
if I'm
See,
going to pay this much to get in the door, why do I have to pay this
Well,
much
not
to get
only
every single
that,
person's autograph?
Yeah.
you event coordinators sometimes have to pay money to some of these stars that come out. Like whenever I went to
yes.
one event and they had Danny Trejo there, they paid
Mm-hmm.
so much money for him.
Oh,
And
yeah.
then they paid $50 for pictures and then another 50 for autographs. And it was something
Mm-hmm.
else for something. I'm sitting there going,
It's
oh my
expensive.
God.
But see, that's the
Yeah.
thing. That's the reason why I'm going to Scarefest. Tina's got her little horror wall that she's got started, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tina says, I want to go here because this person's there and I want that signature. Then I'm going to do that.
Yeah.
I
There's
would
nobody
love
in
to
the
go to
paranormal.
Scarefest just so I can see the
As much
booths.
as much as I like the paranormal community, there's no paranormal stars that I'm really like excited to see. I like the
Right.
people. I like the people who are actually out there doing the work, not people who are doing a show. Which is nothing
Yeah.
wrong with doing a show, but
Right.
the real work of the paranormal community is done by the team down the street.
Yeah.
The people who are out there
Yeah.
actually helping people. And that's what I want to hear. I don't care about, that you've investigated some big place. I
Right.
care about the family you helped down there. And these
Right.
big teams and big names, they haven't helped people in a long time. So
Adrian, I'm
Yeah.
going to give you a free autograph next time I see you.
I got your autograph.
Yeah. No, and
I'm
that's
going to
what I
borrow
really
that
like.
horse that you that you signed.
And
There
if you're gonna
you go.
sign my name on a horse, it better be on the ass because that is my initials.
There you
There
go.
you go.
Oh, that's funny.
I will sign I'll sign autographs on horses' asses for all of you.
I love you, Becky.
Yay!
I am always. I'm pretty daring. I'm willing to try to autograph a live horse.
Oh gosh.
I mean, I know some horse people. I probably could make it happen, but
Oh, that's funny.
Uh,
Hey Becky, on this Cil-Con, and I'm not
Mhm.
trying to take anything away from the other one, but
no,
are you going to have any after-hour type events or
we are
investigations like you used to?
Like a
right.
party?
Like a party.
Well,
We always
party.
have a
Like a
party.
par-
oh yeah.
like a
You
party,
cannot go
then
to
the
Cil-Con without a
party puts it
party.
on.
No,
I'm
true.
all for that.
I
Yeah.
went to the
All right.
party last year. Oh my God, it was so much fun.
Yeah.
Oh,
I never
last year was
laughed. My
that was
jaw
oh my
hurt
god.
so
It was
bad.
crazy. The karaoke was crazy. I have
Ugh.
videos from all that.
Karaoke.
Do
All
you really?
right.
Okay.
Should have
Yes.
been a cowboy.
That.
All right,
Oh
let's
no.
go.
Yeah.
That.
Yeah. The one-on-one video. Yeah, one-on-one. Yeah.
It was amazing. Yeah, it was
It
an
was
awesome party. That
it
was
was
on
fun.
Saturday night, I believe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
We are looking at after hours events now.
Okay.
Nice.
We are I know that we'll definitely have a party somewhere because I
Okay.
think I would be in trouble if we did not have a party somewhere. So we are working on that. And then we're working on possibly an investigation. There it is a possibility. I need to talk to the event center owner that we might be able to do one there on
Okay.
Saturday after the event.
Okay.
She does say that there is things that happened in there, and no one's ever investigated it before. So
Well,
we might be able to do that.
Nice.
well, if you need a
I
lead
haven't.
person,
Yeah. Other than that, we're kind of looking for other places in the area. Like I do
okay.
a lot of stuff with the health department, but they're
Okay.
currently, I don't know what's going on, but they currently can't have us in there for a while.
Okay.
So I'm not exactly sure why, but I just said okay. Um, so yeah, so we're looking for some other options to do ghost hunts around here. We'll definitely have a party, no doubt about that.
Okay.
We might have wrestling again.
Wrestling.
Yeah, we've had live wrestling at Cil-Con before.
Oh
Wow.
wow. Okay.
Yeah, that was in Mattoon.
That's
We had wrestling a
Santiago's
couple
fault.
times. Then they broke the gate in one of the stores, and
Oh no.
Oh
we were grounded from
no.
wrestling. Um,
Darn it.
I
but
missed that.
Dadgummit, guys.
that was a few years ago. That was before Real King because it was actually in the empty store where Real King is now.
Okay.
So it was several years ago. It was their own fault. We
Oh
asked them to
no.
open that gate like 10 times and they kept telling us it didn't open. And then one of the
Ah.
wrestlers threw somebody else into it.
And yeah, no,
And
now it's
broke it.
open.
Yeah. Yeah. And needless to say, it opened right up. I don't know what the problem was, but yeah. So we're
See,
still
you're
looking at that.
wrong.
Right?
Funny.
He was just lazy. He didn't want to come open it.
Yeah.
That's all it was.
Aw.
But he did really quick after we broke it. But
Gosh, that's
I
funny.
I'm telling you,
bet.
I'd be like,
never a
"Hey,
dull
you
moment.
fixed it.
but-
Why are you upset?"
So yeah, I'm like, it was your fault. We asked you to open it.
Now
But
you say you're having your Cil-Con and KarmaKon. It's in Gaze, Illinois. Is that what you said?
yep, Front Street Event Center
Okay.
in Gaze, Illinois.
So where would people like? I'm 8 hours away. Where am I staying at?
I'll be in Mattoon probably.
Yeah. How far
We're
is that?
Mattoon's about 5 miles.
Oh,
So
that's not
real
far at
straight.
all.
It's a real straight shot out in the
Yeah.
country. It's much closer than Effingham was to Mattoon, and we all pretty much had to stay in Mattoon anyway. For the Effingham event because there was the Corvette Fun Fest going on at the same time, and all the hotels were booked up. So, but Holiday Inn Express has a room block for us. That's $129 a night. Sweet Dreams. If you like that hotel and you want to stay there, I haven't gotten the final
That sounds
confirmation,
like
but they usually
a horror hotel. I'm sorry.
that's where the party was.
I was
It's
at
last
very
Sweet
year.
Dreams. Oh, yes, that sounds
Is
like
that the one?
it's like
Is that the one that?
you don't wake up at.
Is that the one that's got the that old diner in front of it? Is that where that's at? Right there on the highway,
It's right on the highway.
and then the
Um,
two places are next to each other, and then right almost by the road there used to be a little. It's an old diner that's been closed forever. Is
Oh,
that is that the right? Is
no,
that the place I'm thinking of?
no. Sweet Dreams is where the party was
Okay.
last year in the bar
Oh, okay.
well, if
at the
that's where the
hotel.
party's going to be, then that's a hotel to stay at, so you can just crawl to your room.
Right.
Right. They'll definitely have karaoke Saturday night.
Okay.
We haven't set anything up, final with them.
Okay.
I need to reach out to her so we can see if we can still do like an after party there. I don't expect it to be a problem.
Okay.
But we are looking at a couple other places as well that in the past have had parties for us. So we're still working on kind of all that after hours stuff,
Okay.
but there is a
All
lot
right.
of hotels now. There's a couple more hotels since the last Cil-Con. They've added Chipotle and Panda Express and
Is there
Chick-fil-A
a good
and
place for a burger? I need a good burger.
Oh.
well, I mean, you could have the original Burger King.
The original
The
Burger.
original Burger King is in Mattoon.
Huh.
You will
Yeah.
not find
Oh,
the
wait.
chain Burger King within or 20 miles of Mattoon
Oh, wow.
because they cannot legally be here.
Ah,
Oh
that's cool.
So
wow.
so that is something you can check out while you're in town.
Store number one.
Yep.
Store number one.
The original Burger King and then the two-story outhouse.
Awesome.
Hopefully, after eating at Burger
I
King, you
I
don't need the
definitely
outhouse.
What more do you need?
yeah,
Yeah.
I definitely got. I would go take a picture of that. I mean, I stopped specifically at a place was it 44 that had the famous for the
Oh
clean
yeah.
bathrooms, and I said I had to get a picture of that just because. Hey, I had to go and see why this place is famous for clean. I don't know why they're famous at all but anyhow, it said I
But
took
they
a picture of
also
me
stopped at the
in front
fudge
of the sign that
fudge
famous for
factory
clean
too.
bathrooms.
Oh,
It is a fudge
Uranus?
factory.
Did you
No,
stop at
yeah,
Uranus?
Uranus was
Oh.
a
Yeah,
little
Uranus.
Uranus a little further
No, not that
down.
fudge factory.
This had the
and
world.
then
It's like the
Bucky's
biggest.
also. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Not
Bucky's.
Becky's, but
Bucky's
Bucky's.
different.
Yeah.
Bucky.
You said
Now,
try to
Not
get
Becky's, but Bucky's.
you said you've got a what'd you say? You got to pillage something? What do you got to do something at
Gotta
8 o'clock?
pillage something?
Oh, I
Oh
got a
my
raid.
You got
I
gosh.
got a raid.
raid.
I got a raid
Hey,
in World of Warcraft. Yeah.
sorry, there's
Mm.
Viking in me, so I think pillage. So anyhow,
Pillage.
Yeah.
so before you leave us, because you got to be there in 6 minutes, I want you
Nah, you're fine. I told them I
quickly
might be
tell
a little bit late.
everybody
Mm.
how are they gonna how do they contact you? If are you still looking for vendors, you're still looking for all
Yeah.
that stuff. So if they're interested in that, how do they
Yep.
contact you?
Both events we have room for vendors. You can either go to cil-con.com or you can just go to embracehealing.net and that'll pull up both on the same page. Cil-Con should probably bring up the link for both of them as well. Or on Facebook, you can find us there. However you want to get a hold of us, you can email me at becky@cil-con.com. So
Very cool.
Simple as that.
Wait.
as simple as that.
That is
Yeah.
simple.
It's pretty easy
Well,
to
I
find
think
me.
we're you got I guess me and Shauna are kind of torn between Paragold and Cil-Con. So we're trying to figure it
Yeah.
out. I think we're kind of I don't know, kind of leaning towards Cil-Con. It's a, there's and I don't know. So
Yeah. Well, I
but it
mean,
sounds
they're
like
both
fun.
2-day events, right? So you technically
Yeah.
could just
Yeah.
road trip.
Oh,
I
there.
can
Well,
road trip.
I mean, it's a
I've
heck
been
of a
road
road
tripping
trip,
anyways.
if I go anywhere, I'm gonna have a vendor booth, so I gotta figure out.
there you go.
I
Yeah.
wanna
Well,
I wanna
you'll need to do
promote
it
the
quick if you want to
podcast.
be inside, because Cil-Con is down to about 15 booths inside,
Oh.
Wow.
and then it'll only be outside left.
Oh
Mm.
no, I'm far too sensitive to be outside.
You're kind of pale. You
I
might burn easy.
I get downright moist.
Okay. You and me
Terrible.
both.
Moist.
Ew. Ew.
Moist.
All right,
I like the word
Becky.
moist.
I don't have any problems with
Especially
moist.
because it tortures people who don't like it.
I know,
so.
right? I had a guy in the service that I was one of my battle buddies, and every time I'd say moist, he goes, "I'm gonna kill you, Wooten." And I'm like, "It's just a
Yeah.
word, dude. It's just a
Yep.
word."
Now that I know it triggers you.
Yep. And every time, moist.
I love
When
it.
I talk about Adrian,
I say it
I'm
all the
always
time.
mentioning moist. Yeah, it's like,
So when you
okay,
talk about me, you're always moist. Is that what you just said?
I did not.
No.
Wow.
I
did.
thought
I make
this was a
10.
PG-13 show.
It's just a word.
I think
I
we're
make 10
13 and a
words.
half now. Yeah.
It never says
It's
PG-13 when I'm
No.
around. Something
That
always
just went
goes
out the
wrong.
window. That's gone.
All right, Becky. It has been
Oh,
nice having you on.
goodness.
Yes.
We'll let you go to raid, and
All
And
right.
we're gonna.
pillage.
But thank you very
I'm
much
gonna
for
pillage some
hanging out
people,
with us
that's for
Yeah,
today.
go
Yes.
pillage
Go
them.
pillage, and I'll send you away. Thank you for hanging out
All
with us
right.
tonight.
Bye.
All right.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Becky.
Bye.
Bye.
All right. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? What do we got next week? Who do we got? We
Next
have
week we
John
have
Russell,
Yep.
Psychic. Who John
Side
Russell,
chick?
Psychic? Side chick.
Side chick.
That's what it That's what it says here. Side
Oh
chick.
my goodness.
Who's John Russell?
Wait, next week?
Yep.
Yes.
I think
Oh.
yeah.
Oh, I don't who did that? Was that me?
That was
Yes.
you.
Not I. I have not had any luck. So
Yeah.
That was
you,
not me. I don't think I
I
did
have not
psychic.
had.
You did that on my week. So who is he?
Oh my
I
god.
guess
I don't remember
we're all
doing
gonna
that.
find out.
Is he
We're all gonna find out who
confirmed?
John Russell is. Apparently, John Russell is a psychic, and
I
hopefully,
don't. Oh god. Okay.
Hey, John, if you're watching,
I'm
sorry.
so sorry.
it's a good time because then you have an
I
opportunity
gotta get it right. It's
to
her
introduce
fault.
yourself.
John, we look forward to learning more about you next week.
Yes.
Oh,
I
he
am
was the one that
excited.
came through our email. He was the one that came through our email and
Okay.
requested to be on.
Cool.
Oh, so okay. Oh, I remember now.
So he's a
I
side
remember
chick.
now.
That's exciting. Cool.
Yeah. So
Psychic.
yeah.
That's what it says, psychic.
I'm sorry. I am so sorry. I'm sitting there going, oh my god! But I saw his face and I remembered that he was the one that emailed us requesting us to be on.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's so
Yeah.
funny. Just because up till now, pretty
I'm a
much we've known
visual
everybody
person.
who's been on the show. So this person is
so
somebody
sorry.
none of us know. So it'll be
No,
interesting.
but
It'll be
it's going to be an interesting show.
It is very going to be an
We're
interesting
going
show.
to learn
Yes.
more about you, and then
I
Yeah.
wonder if he's psychically going. "There's people
Lord
are
have
worried."
what the
mercy.
hell's wrong with those?
Yeah, hopefully he's not regretting his decision.
Right.
Well,
I think I'm gonna go ahead and go in the email and email him now to remind him for next week.
yeah,
Let's see.
and remind us too.
John,
All right.
John,
Right?
John
Hey, everybody.
will be here at 7. Until
Thank you
about
all for
8.
hanging
There
out
we
with
go.
us
Okay.
tonight. And be sure to be here next week and learn about Mr.
John Russell.
John
Yes, and before we go, can I go ahead and announce that Haunted Souls is going to be on my show next Sunday?
No.
No.
Haunted
yes,
Souls
you can.
Paranormal. So y'all can give. I'm trying to get them on A.M.O.K too.
Bye, y'all.
See you
Bye.
guys. Thanks.